Would a war drop and recovery be intraday? No, it would not be intraday. It would be over the course of probably a couple of weeks. It also depends on the war, right? Like also depends like what actually happens. I mean, the war could always escalate further and further. I mean, it really depends on what happens. But if you just get like, I'm not going to talk on hypotheticals on what might happen in the Middle East. But if the U.S. was to get involved, you'd have an initial reaction to the downside, but then does it spill over? And does it escalate further? Like you have to look at what happened with Russia and Ukraine. When Russia invaded Ukraine, the stock market tanked, but then everybody was worried that Russia would then, after Ukraine, they would go into other countries like Poland. And that didn't happen. And the markets immediately recovered within the next couple of weeks after the initial invasion into Ukraine. So it really, but if let's say if that escalated and let's say that spilled over and Russia went into Poland, then the markets would not have recovered like that. The markets would have looked at that as a World War III scenario. NATO now has to get involved, means the US gets involved, and the markets would have gone down again. So it depends on the escalation of the conflict.